Hello guys, today oh wait, okay, finally I'm gonna talk now. So hello, we're gonna do neat code again. I haven't done lead code in a while, but I've been trying my best to understand neat code more. But yeah, I really wanna but yeah, let's do neat code instead. So this is question hashtag 8, valid Sudoku. And I already watched the solution, so I know the answer, but I don't remember it. All right. All I remember is that we have to check if any numbers inside the Sudoku is repeating. So it's 1, 2. And then if we get 2 here, that means that's not a valid Sudoku, so you can't solve it. And else if there's also the same column in which if the current row column is the same as if it's already inside the hash set, and which we're gonna create a hash set in each row and column, and we're also gonna create a hash set within each 3 by 3 grid, which is 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And the idea here is we're gonna divide it by 3, which is kinda interesting because 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And by dividing by 3, I don't understand the idea in which the solution was made, but I'm pretty sure it somehow works because it's 3 by 3, so it can be divided and you can find it in certain areas if this one's already found, if the eight's already in here, because it's gonna append it after dividing by 3, because you're gonna iterate for each row and column, and that the divide by 3 is just a cool way to like instead of making it like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if making 9 indexes from row to column, you're gonna instead make two array indexes 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Right? So first we create uh, a hash set in which, let's see, we're gonna create rows, calls, and uh, grid. Right? So grid rows. Gonna initiate 3 variables in which are gonna be hash set collections dot click set. I already forgot that no, but I'm not gonna check. I'm gonna check my previous code so that I know how to make a hash set. I keep forgetting how to make a hash set, but that's fine. If you want, we could take a peek, but set. Tick set. Set. I'm correct. Let's see. It's good. Might as well just check out some old. Not, this one used a hash set, which I didn't really talk much. No, no, this one's actually lists. I know the hash set here is top k frequent elements. Nope, it's also not it. I keep reading down. It's group anagrams. There you go, default dictionary. Default dictionary. Set default dictionary. I've been used to it. But if I'm correct, I'm gonna pick default dic. Yeah, default dictionary. Oh, you don't need to say collection. But I saw here that this guy did default dictionary. Why though? What's the difference? Oh, we're not used. I guess you're gonna copy this guy saying it's not collection. So we're not gonna need it, I guess. I don't know why he did it, but it must be some old thing in the code. Okay, after this, I think we're gonna make uh if I'm right, we're gonna make a for loop here. So for each row, for R in row, for C in rows. If I don't if you're confused on what this is, it's basically checking for each row in row. So one, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's gonna like gonna have an appending of the C. So it's gonna 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8. and the C is 8, and then the row is the ano. And just so you know that this is a row, this is a column. So this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. So it's basically okay. Okay, okay. I'm back. So where was I? So I'm iterating over each row and character. And if each row, we're gonna check the if the rows at R at and C is equals to an empty list, then we continue. It basically means if this one's empty, it's gonna skip to the next one. And now next, now we're gonna check if rows are C, and I think we can do this one so that like we can make it a bit. And also, if rows are C is, if I'm right, is equal to the current. If rows R C is in, if the current rows R C is inside of the rows hash set, well, it's not gonna happen first because we're gonna create the idea where we put the where we're gonna append rows RC dot add to rows R. So this is the code, I think, but it might be wrong. But that's my initial knowledge. We can check it out if it's wrong. So I don't mind if it's wrong or not. And then we're gonna say or rows are T, and you can like and also that it's more cleaner rather than confusing. This or rows are C and calls C. I'm also gonna say or the rows inside of, or if the current row, this rows RC means if the current row is already inside of, if if the current row is already inside of the hash set of row calls or grid. So and then the idea here is we're gonna oopsie and grid, we're gonna R divided by 3 and call C divided by 3 so that we get like I think the idea here is to like divide it. So like let's say we're at the current edge case, so this is actually 2 2, but we can say that this is uh it can get like, if I'm right, hmm, I I I don't know the idea yet. No, I know the idea. Just forgotten about current edge case. So if the value of this is 9, you can divide it by 369. So that will end up to be 3, and it's gonna be 0. No. I think this idea is 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, somehow this thing can can make a parameter, not making it confusing. Can somehow make it check the grid inside if it's already appended in rows RC. But first, we're gonna append this, of course. So after that, we're gonna return false. So gonna return false. And this must be one of the most simplest thing, but and then else we're gonna add it to the unknown and false. Wait, no, it should be this should be calls. This actually should be calls and calls because it's gonna check rows RC is it because the calls RC is gonna be of course gonna be in call C, so you're gonna have to do that. And it's not gonna be enough, so it's gonna be the same. So you're gonna append the calls are at current C dot add calls C. And next you're gonna this might be wrong, but yeah, at least I remember a bit of the knowledge. So and then grid, no no rows R C dot add grid from R divided by 3 to C divided by 3. And if after that, if everything else is good in the for loop, we're gonna return true. And I think this is the code. And if it's wrong, we can check out the what I'm missing has an ano. See, there's invalid. Oh my god. Okay, let's see if this is correct. And yes, comma. And let's see. Okay, we got the wrong answer. So although it's true, I returned false. So I think we can check out the solution, but first let's try to debug what's the problem here. So let's do. Oh no no no! Oh, I thought this was a debugger. Is there a debugger here? No, sadly there's no debugger. But console. Nope. So my output returned true, although it's false. So use test case open the. Okay, so there must be some illogic in the thing that I did. But I think we can check it out now. Since I don't have any debugger, but the problem must be in here, the add or the problem is the checker here or yeah. So I remember. It doesn't get from the range from 9 because if it's for R in rows, well the rows is not really given. It's just a set. It's an empty, so it's gonna start and then it'll just say return true. Okay, okay. From 9. And 9 is non-inclusive. It's not gonna include 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we said 8, it's gonna only end up here. And let's see. There's probably still gonna be logic in it, and there's another runtime error. Well, let's check more. Fine range first. Okay, I know it. I thought I swear I remember that it had indexes, but it actually does not. So you just create the variable there. And there's a problem in line 21. If rows RC is equal to an empty string, it's apparently not set as an object. Let's check. But oh, okay, so we need to with board RC. So then doesn't mean this should be board then. Let's check out the no, maybe it was just a
is going to be, and the value number that we're at
ah
is
I know it.
already
It shouldn't be
inside the
rows
current row,
because
meaning we've
rows
already
is gonna
seen
be
this
empty.
value before in the current row that we're in. That means it's a duplicate, right? In which case we can return false. But that's not it. Basically, the exact same thing is going to be true
I
if
know it.
this value has already occurred in the same column before. So we're going to change this to columns at the current
See?
column that we're at. So if this value has already occurred
And
in the
let's see.
current column that we're in, that means
Nope. It's
hey
still
everyone,
invalid.
welcome back and let's write some more neat code today. So
Okay,
column
there's no
before
attribute
as
called
the
add.
key.
Of course, because we're not gonna add the board. The board is empty. And it should be it should actually be the opposite. Okay. And since it's gonna be C first, the column needs to happen first because If that happens, it's gonna have a bug. Because if it starts at rows to add it, then it's gonna be all messed up because it's gonna check this before it even goes to the next column. So you're supposed to be in the opposite because you can see even in the solution it adds call C. So it's actually but at least I got the idea right. So that's still a plus. We just have to reverse it. And let's continue watching it. But I'm pretty sure this is also grid R3 device. It should also be different. So uh, uh also be added to board RC. I don't know why the ano. See, I told you. So now this should now be correct.
You can see the solution runs and is pretty efficient.
Oh my god.
If we have any duplicates, that means it's not.
And it doesn't seem I've got anything no wrong. It looks correct. R divided by 3, C divided by 3. And it also returns false here. Ah, yeah, it's correct. Default except, and yeah, that's correct. For unrange, for C in range, if board is a no, then we continue. If board RC is a no, yeah, this should be correct. But this one isn't iterating over the columns, so yep, we're supposed to do this, and this should be correct now. Yeah, it's not correct. Why? If. Ah, I get it. Since it's unknown, it's still in the line of the if, we're gonna have to return false. And because it's gonna keep calling return false. And afterwards, we're supposed to this for range should still be inside of calls, so it does look like it's still inside, and the return true should be outside, and it does seem to be outside. So well, let's make some space in it so make sure, and this should be correct now. Hmm, what's wrong with the solution? Ah, needs to be a dot. I don't know. I'm too late. I don't know why that is. I don't know what's up with that. There's no way that's the problem, dude. But at least we fixed the bug. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Valid Sudoku, #8. And yeah, that's about it.